Hi, everybody, and welcome to Is There Life Out There? So, things as a 51-year-old woman that I'm finding really, really difficult to tolerate. I don't know if any of you have been through this, but how about those people who phone you up? Maybe they're lonely, but they have to put a negative spin on everything. Say they want to go fishing, but the conditions are never right. It's either too hot, it's too cold, it's too overcast, and it's all they talk about, but they find an excuse not to do it and something to complain about. There's those types. And I'm all about, at this point in my life, you really want to do something, get out there and go do it. Stop waiting for the conditions to be perfect. Have a more positive mindset, which a lot of people tend to struggle with, and I've noticed this. And it gets very exhausting and makes me not want to even pick up the phone. Or the ones that call you, and well, life gets busy, you're working, you can't answer the phone all the time, and they like to leave you with a cliffhanger. I got something to tell you, but I can't tell you right now. Maybe on Saturday. I'll give you a call on Saturday and tell you all about it. And they think some way, somehow, this is leaving you with a cliffhanger. And maybe when I was in my 30s, this would have worked. Or I would have been like, oh, I wonder what they want to tell me. And, you know, I don't tolerate cliffhangers anymore because it almost makes me feel like they're setting me up to have another conversation with them. And chances are, whatever it is that they want to tell me, in no way, shape, or form affects my life whatsoever. Chances are, I will not care. I am so busy staying in my own lane, doing my own thing, that I just don't have time for the negativity or the stupidity. And today, I lost it on someone, to be really honest, because they phoned me and they are a chronic complainer. The conditions are never right, the weather's never right. It does not matter what the weather's doing, it's never right. This is somebody who will take a good situation that's happening to them and find something negative, okay, to pull out of it. Very negative mindset. And I find that negative thoughts create more negative thoughts, positive thoughts create more positive thoughts. And I try to stay in a fairly positive mindset, uh, tackle challenges as they come, and think, what am I learning from this? A lot of people struggle to do that. So this person phoned me up and they are making a mountain out of a molehill. And today I lost it. And I thought, man, my tolerance for people's negativity or a frame of mind that they choose to be in, because it's a choice. You can either choose to tackle things in a very positive way and take your power back, or you can allow situations to have power over you. It all depends how you look at it. And I like to look at it that I have power over situations and how I deal with them. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't. And I had just gotten home from work and I'm tired and the phone rings and I'm already rolling my eyes. I'm not going to lie. And I answered the phone. I wasn't going to, but I did. And I listened to this person. And every time you try to tell them what to do, they have a reason why that won't work either, or an excuse for everything. And this happened to be about where they were living. And they're unhappy with that situation. But they have very cheap rent. And I finally just said, well, every week I have to hear the same thing. So maybe it's time to just go find a new place and be done with it. Well, I can't afford that. Well, then you need to deal with the situation that you have at hand and fix what needs to be fixed. And if that means that you need to go to the residential tenancy branch, that's what you have to do. Stop being a victim to your circumstances and start realizing the power and control that you have over them. And I said, you've got me all flustered, and I just got home from work, and I am tired. And you really need to take control of your life. And I said it with much more directness than I am saying it now. Obviously, I am much calmer now. And that person did apologize for getting me all fired up and everything. And I just said, it's not the situation that's firing me up, it's you. It's how you're dealing with it or choosing to deal with it and being a victim instead of using what power you have to your advantage and dealing with it as the situation needs to be dealt with. And another one was, I have two of them that phone me up, right? The other one likes to do these little cliffhangers, right? Oh, I got something to tell you, but I can't talk right now. Well, why say anything at all, right? So my theory is if I have something to tell someone, I would never say it, but I can't tell you right now. Okay? Because I feel like that's very manipulative, or again, a way to make sure they think it'll bother you or get in your head and, oh, what do they got to tell me? You know what? I don't care. It is nothing that is going to change my life. It's nothing I need to know. If it's gossip, I don't really care about it. I am just staying in my own lane, doing my own thing. I don't care what other people are doing if it does not affect my life directly or indirectly. And I guarantee you, whatever it is this person wants to tell me is not going to affect my life directly or indirectly. Therefore, on Saturday, just because they've done that, to try and make sure that I'm going to pick up the phone and talk to them on Saturday, I am sorry. I am not playing games. I'm just over it. And the worst thing is these two individuals are quite a bit older than I am. And I think, at what point do people actually grow up? I have just had enough. You can try and help people. It's like leading a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? You try and help people. There's never any room in these so-called friendships or relationships. It's like I am their bouncing board, or I am the one that they want to phone and gripe to, complain to. There's never any room for me to speak about anything that I am going through in my life because it's all about them. And I mean, to each their own, you do you, but they're very one sided relationships, and you try to help them or give them some sound advice, and that's not what they want to hear. They keep putting themselves in these situations that really are no good. They won't change the way that they're looking at things or how they're dealing with things and take responsibility for their situations. It's always everybody else's fault. And I am so over it. We are all responsible for our own stuff. And the one person at one point, don't even ask me how this happened, needed to borrow money. Now, this goes to show you how it works. If they need to borrow something or even borrow money, I always have to take it and run it over to that person. And then when they are going to pay me back or give me the item back, I have to get in my car, drive over there and get it from that person. They don't even have the common decency to come and get it from me or to come to me to pay me back. Now, if I didn't have my rent or mortgage payment, okay, before I involved anybody, I would take a cash advance off a credit card if I had to. I would go into a line of credit. I would do whatever I had to do not to involve other people. But instead, they involve you by asking you to borrow money, which to me, I am so independent and they are so dependent on others and so in that victim mentality that they some way somehow like to involve others. And when it happened that I lent this person money for that large payment that we all know that we have every month, I thought to myself, wow, the way I would have handled that is completely different. And furthermore, I would not have been going to a friend for that. If I had to actually borrow money from someone so I didn't miss that payment, I would probably go to family first. But these people will literally feel like use you and abuse you, leave you with these cliffhangers, or they'll rope you in with telling you something good they're going to be doing on Sunday and that they're going to call and tell you about it. You still don't want to pick up the phone because even though that good thing happened, they're going to put a negative spin on it. And I'm really finding that I am sick of people's shit. I'm not going to lie to you. And I wonder, it is not a double standard here. It's not, I'm doing it out of trying to be a good person, but I'm at my threshold. And I'm thinking, does this just come with age? No matter what we're going through in life, there is a solution for every problem that we are dealing with. And those are things that we need to figure out, I feel, on our own and not look to others to be our sounding board with all our negative crap. We all have to find the blessings in this life and the good things and hold on to those. And I very much try and look, even if things have felt rough, what is good in my life? What do I have to be grateful and thankful for today? Focusing on the positivity in your life is so important. And if you can focus on being creative or projects you want to do instead of the heavy stuff all the time, it will change your life. And I feel as we get older, we have less tolerance for certain things or circumstances that people choose to put themselves in. And I feel that as I change, as I'm getting older, that I am outgrowing a lot of people and situations and coming to the realization people are who they are and I can't help them. The only one I can save is myself. And I'm just trying to do this thing called life and really trying to show up and be a good person. But some way, somehow, I'm like a magnet for needy people. And I'm tired. I've had enough of it. I don't want to be surrounded by that anymore. So if any of you can relate to this, have you found that there's things that you used to tolerate that you're really struggling to tolerate? Let me know in the comments. I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.